これからの戦いのために万全の準備を。
You know, with how strong we are, I wonder if we could do this. Because right, this mission is I had to fight Nine's mom with only 3 units. I had to fight the Iron Goddess here. I had to fight Nine's mom, but like I said, I only get a few units. That's what killed me last time. I'd still do like Soji 9 and she'd just say like, please take a few deep breaths, calm down, we can talk this out. Yeah, I wonder if this is... I'm convinced this version of her is 9 who has reached this conclusion, because it's just a 9 who has gone through all the Ace conversations. Except for... because you only ever, I think, got one straight answer, that was from Patrick. Can't really argue there. Yeah, because let's go over the list of pilots who were there. We had Koji Kabuto, specifically of the Mazinger Zero plotline. We had Armageddon Ryoma, Shinji Ikari, Setsuna F. Seiei, Lieutenant Sagarai from Full Metal Panic, Ange, yeah, that wasn't exactly the best group to try to teach her what the fuck love is. The reason why I deployed Joker, Kamen Rider Double, she can't hit him. Because reminder of a power part I have on Joker here is the causality manipulator. The quick unit always hits when the hit rate is over 70 and always dodges when the hit rate is less than 30. So she has to get her accuracy over 30% to hit Kamen Rider. Oh, right! That was the other thing! The amount of attacks these all get is fucking insane! I wonder why they all have enough for Ryoma. Wait, do the others not have double action? Hey, you all have double action. I wonder why the others only attack once. I'm actually curious. Oh no, this is double rider combination. They won't say anything. But I do want to see that this. Because it's funny. These are not. Reminder, Kamen Rider is not like, you know, a small mech rider. They are normal dudes. Maximum drive. Also, fucking hell, a Dinion sword's range. What the shit? I'm not surprised that the most powerful unit from this DLC is a Dinion. This thing is kind of infamous. I don't just mean in Super Robot Wars, I just mean in general, Dinion has a reputation. It's missing Kamen Rider. I think it's missing most of my units. Except for Dinion. Oh, it actually hit the aerial.
Sa, お前の罪を数えろ。これがダブルの必殺技だ。ジョーカーマキシマムドライブ。とどめだ。ジョーカーエクストリーム。決まったぜ。
System NV terminal. I don't remember this one. I think, as before I do each of the next main story missions, or not, I will take some time and just do all three, I think. What a glorious day!
ではカスタマイズを始めましょう。お待ちしておりました。
Oh shit!
ではカスタマイズを
Actually
始めましょう。
affects one of your attacks. Moving fire. That was the rematch with V. Our rematch with the boss of X now. Can't wait to give him indigestion again. End the Devourer, a higher dimensional being capable. No, compelled by his hunger. And the only thing that he couldn't digest was hope. Okay, so this time I actually get like a full crew. Interesting that all the characters talking here, right, at least as of right now, were all present during Super Robot Wars X. Except for Corellium, of course. He's the one who gathered them all, gathered all the bosses together. When is it? Of course he two and him would get along just fine. I believe it's... My god! We turned off Hero Yui! Excuse me. What the fuck? Okay, so I was like, oh hey, I get a full team. This isn't as bad. It's like defeat him in one turn. This is literally a DPS check. I just gotta keep hitting with everything I can. So Getter is actually gonna be really good here because of the fact that Ryoma gets Zeal and Valor. I should have analyzed them just for the extra damage. Might as well, because there's no way in hell I'm, this is gonna be a kill.
お願いしますマスター。
終わらせます。魔獣エンデン、私のドグマで。ゼルガード、あなたと共に。断りを超える。
So, the rematch against the Nine Valiant is, limited units. This is limited time. What the fuck's the last one gonna be?
終わりと始まり、それは一つ。
天地神明、その真実を。そこがきっと私たちの向かう先。
Perish the thought. It was delicious. In his fruit of wisdom. Only sweets. And just say that. Okay, so now I'm actually curious though, what the fuck does he want? An ex-hero and an ex-CEO? Look, he wanted to be the God Emperor of mankind. Leave him alone. I do love how we got to the very end and it's just like, Biggie? Like, he is like, I love SRX. Like, SRX kind of is like, the hope is the whole point of that game. SRV, I love just the absurdity of her not understanding love, but like, goddamn that fucking army. But SRT's final scenario where he shows up and essentially declares himself a god emperor is fucking batshit insane, and I love him for it. Like, of all these final bosses as characters, Ede the Devourer, not really anything to write at home about. He's just a hungry outer god. Nevelian, wouldn't be anything to write home about if it wasn't for her rant on love. But this guy, during the finale, with the fact that he was still trying to convert, Daima Goldwyn was still trying to, like, you know, like, join me, blah, 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 good benefits. And everyone's like, what the fuck, man? Yep, there's the SRT crew. Don't want to fight them. Doesn't matter. Not in the least. It's like talking to a wall. Oh, shit. He's the 1v1. Well, if that's the case, the only unit I will deploy to fight him is Kamen Rider. The reason why I deployed Kamen Rider is just because of the fact he can't hit Kamen Rider. Wait a second. Does he have... Yeah, he's recovering 10% every turn. Oh shit, you can actually hit Kamen Rider now. I think it's because potential's been triggered. Because he can't naturally hit Kamen Rider. But when potential is triggered and he has, what's it called? When he has that at max, then yeah. And he has, what am I trying to like? Oh, yeah. He has his accuracy set to max, then yeah, he's going to be able to hit us. But the good thing is it's still not high enough to break through focus. And focus is such a cheap cast that I should be fine. But this is, at the end of the day, this is going to be a battle of endurance. It's what will give out first, my SP gauge or him. And with that, single unit runs with Kamen Rider are kind of bullshit. Especially if you have the causality manipulator and the one, node that makes the accuracy penalty, I mean the evasion penalty from multi-attacks drop to 0. Because normally Kamen Rider wouldn't be this good because every time you get attacked, your evasion goes down. But because that's gone, Kamen Rider has such an actually high evasion. As long as they hit below 30, he's immortal. They want me to show what a real hero is, so I used Kamen Rider.
スカルとダブル。俺たちは最強だ。
Yeah, you see the shit I just did? 10 turns. He couldn't hit Kamen Rider. What? Not for lack of trying, he's been trying for a while to hit Kamen Rider, but because of causality manipulator, he couldn't hit Shotaro. And Philip. I can't be a hero? You need to be one? No, bullshit! He was beaten by Kamen Rider! It's a half-boiled detective and... To be honest, I'm waiting for the day Philip talks about trains. I am so excited for that. Just because the research on why idiots can't get sick is one of my favorite bits I have seen. Especially because of the fact it's like, this is why idiots are also drawn to high places. Philip! Wait, are you someplace high right now? He looks so fucking happy at the idea of Shotaro being high and justifying his research until he sneezes. It's like, holy fuck. I love him. He's great. I have a few. This is my personal opinion. I do not think Shotaro and Philip work well without the other. They are needed to balance each other out. And I don't mean that as, like, in universe. I mean that as a writing aspect. Because if either was by themselves, they'd actually just be annoying. But when they're the two together are fucking phenomenal. Well, not annoying. I think that's a bad way to put it. They are weak characters by themselves. Just because they're kind of one note by themselves. Philip is just whatever obsession of the week he has. And Shotaro is the whole, I'm a hard-boiled detective, but he's a fucking goofball. Like looking for cats, where he just goes meow. I still can't get over Roger beating him to finding a cat, and he was so fucking offended. My fellow 48er, stay strong. You're still in the sport. You're sporty. Like, here's the thing. I love Daima as just a surprise villain. Like, because I wish Daima was the primary villain of SRT throughout the whole game. Just because he's such a wild fucking character. His reveal at the very end is still great. But I love him for the same reason why I loved the Rebellion villains. Like, you know, it's just like between missions, they're just coming aboard our ship. It's like, why are you here? I like this bar. It's really fucking good. And the bartender's just like, oh, he's a regular. It's like, he's been trying to kill us. Like, yeah, I'm off duty. Have a drink. This is true. That cat is still out there. Oh, to catch you up, PK, on stuff that's going on. Shitty Haircut has not shown up yet. The villain of this Eureka 7, I like to say movie, has shown up. And there's some shadowy figure that is a jester, and he talked about rise the curtain on the bride and groom of this dimension, which, knowing shitty haircut. This is true. He was more interested in Stardiver, to be honest, of this crew. I know nothing about Stardiver. I was very confused when he started calling himself that name. Just like, okay. And most of the crew has called him a pretty boy. The girl from Idolmaster was very impressed because it's kind of like what she still wants to be, like an actual idol, apparently. I'm trying to remember here. Ange thought he was a showboater. The Edonian crew, or Edenion crew, were just like, oh, Cosmo in particular was like, he's actually fucking sparkling. And I only the Eureka 7 crew was the last one. They seem to be like one of the main driving forces. So, at least in terms of the story deals for the DLC so far, Stardiver really hasn't had anything too story relevant. It seems like they're kind of taking the same role as, I wouldn't say the Fudo crew, I'd say more like the Getter crew, where they're kind of just, not the Getter crew, use DLC 1, the, the Mercenaries. Fuck, I feel bad not remember their names. But, you know, where they're kind of just, they're there as a supporting cast. I have not seen the new Gundams yet. We know what they are. They've been on this stream before. These streams before. We know it's Hainu and we know it's Nightingale. We've seen that they're in development, but we haven't seen, like, Amuro and Char are not aware of their existence yet. I was talking about this earlier. I think, this is my personal opinion, I think we might still get one more wave of DLC. The reason why is with this update, we have the V and Cybuster recruitment mission for free, but we are missing the X and T recruitment mission. So I'm thinking if they do one more, I think that they might get rolled into that. And there's always the chance. I still hold out hope that the SR30 crew will show up. Keep in mind, I haven't finished it yet, so if there is, like, an actual, like... Assuming there's an actual endgame scenario like there was back with SR30. And if it, like, you know, it makes it so, like, I have to start New Game Plus, I'll be okay. I'll be like, I'll roll with it. And we'll be starting the Master Run. I think I was actually impressed with you for a moment there. I do like how at the end here, all three of the bridge crew, like the main bridge crew, had like a moment with the other bosses. It's not just the old crew, like the VX and T crew having these moments with them. Oh, hey, there's your stag phone. No, not stag phone. I forget what they're called, but you know what I'm talking about.